Hi Eden, thanks for having us. We're in Tel Aviv here. So for us, it's a great experience to be here and to see your facilities up close. So thanks for hosting us.
Thanks for coming, doing all the travel.
Absolutely, no worries. So just on ParaZero, for people that are not too familiar with the company, can you talk us, at a high level through your activities, what you're looking to do, and what the opportunity is for you guys?
Great. So thanks again for the opportunity. So ParaZero was founded initially to address one of the major trends and major revolution, which is using of drone technology into commercial application into our civilian life. As everybody knows, drones are out there for more than 40 years, but in the last 3 to 5 years, we can see more and more of those technology being facilitated and enter to use of our day-to-day life, starting from government activities, security, footage, police force, construction. Like name an industry, name an application, and I'll show you that there is already use of drone somewhere in the globe. But still, one of the big challenges for this industry to fully implement its potential is safety and reliability. And this is why we founded ParaZero. Our challenge is to provide the needed safety layer around every drone that will need to fly above people in urban area, beyond visual line of sight. And in many ways, it's just look at the car industry. Today, there's no car on the road without an adequate level of safety, which is starting from airbag, sensors, and kind of preventing system. So that's more or less what we're doing for ParaZero.
Right. Okay. So the addressable market is, it's not that big right now, but the growth is almost exponential, you could say. If you could split that up into different segments, what are the addressable markets and addressable segments for you?
Okay, a great question. So for us, the way we see it as of today, the civilian market is estimated around already a few billions dollar today, and expected to grow to around $40 billion in the next 3 to 5 years. So this is immense number. If we look into this market, we could see that still the high use is what we call in the smaller system consumer and high-end consumer, which is the prosumer system.
Right.
And then there is the segment of commercial application, a medium level of commercial application. Mainly it's splitted by weight of drone. So the second segment is probably around the 5 to 15 kilo.
Right.
And then we'll see the more OEM type, aerospace player, more professional player, that later on, as time goes by, they will take the biggest chunk. So for us, approaching 2019 and 2020, we're focusing to cover all of this range, but definitely putting more effort in the coming month in the consumer, in the high-end prosumer market, providing a very cool system, very straightforward solution that anyone without high-end technology experience can use and fly safe.
So if you talk about high-end market, the prosumer market, what sort of applications are we talking about?
So in this kind, any police force today using DJI Phantom or DJI Mavic 2, the enterprise version on the pro version, any construction, any real estate, almost anyone that doing footage for either nature film
weddings,
or anyone. That's a great example as well. And as well, a lot of recreational user. Although it's recreational and not consumer, I believe it's provide a peace of mind.
Right. Yeah. And so the consumer prosumer is what you think will be the biggest one?
No doubt in the coming year, that's still the one that holds the big chunk. If number, there's millions of those drones that is being introduced to the market on a yearly basis.
Right. And what's the regulation behind that? Is that really driving this uptake?
No doubt that safety, and as in other industry like aerospace, as car industry, which I already mentioned, is being driven, and it will be fully regulated at the end. What we can see now is happening that the regulation is gradually developing. We can see the mechanism of providing waiver, which is behind the existing regulation to allow user to do an extensive operation. Another few examples from the last couple of months is first time ever using drones coupled with, in this case it was our system, got waiver from the FAA, the American Federal Aviation Authority, to do actual fly over people with no tether, no closed set, like first time ever. So this is kind of signaling the way ahead for us, which is great.
Yeah, okay. So apart from the drones, are there potentially other application areas, longer term, if you look at your core technology?
So this is an interesting question, and so we're dedicated to support the growth of drone industry, no doubt. But this technology, the uniqueness, mainly the brain behind it, all the sensor and algorithm, could find implication and application other than the drone industry. We'll look into that. And we believe that there is great potential over there as well.
So, and recently you signed a deal with Aerobotics. Maybe you can talk a little bit about what that means, what the significance is for you guys, and maybe also, it could it serve as a sort of a blueprint for OEM type deals?
That's again, that's a great example for us, because we believe the future of the market will be with OEM.
Right.
So this will be the player, companies, big companies that will build their drone, and they will have a fully integrated safety system that we're looking the one of the tier one company that will provide this type of solution. Right. And the relationship we develop with Aerobotics and other OEM company that we have under our wings is an example for that. They're having now, Aerobotics is moving for the second generation of the product. They're doing it with us. We're working together, and this is kind of a mechanism that works with the other OEM type. And as I said, that's what we believe will be the future, like long-term relation, recurrent revenue, developing relation. That's
right. And just to clarify for viewers, a deal like that would be similar to, say, Mercedes and Audi buying airbags from their OEMs, from their suppliers, because they don't manufacture them themselves. This would be a similar type of situation.
That will be similar if people are not aware. So if you look globally, there is slightly more than 4 to 5 large companies that provide safety system for car. Each of those companies is a more than $1 billion company. Right. So no Audi, no Mercedes, none of the car manufacturer is doing its own safety system. It's using those tier one supplier. This is what we're looking to do. This is the future. This is the potential.
So basically, the model has been proven in other verticals, essentially. Yeah. All right. Well, lastly, 2019 is just around the corner. What do investors have to look forward to? What are your milestones in the next sort of 12 months?
No doubt that the most interesting things for us is the development of the new high-end consumer product. We're in a process of mass production. That's a new step for the company, moving from hundreds of systems to thousands of systems. We already got the big traction for those systems, and this is kind of a game changer. It's like taking the company to the next level, and it supports all our, not just the brand of the company, not just the market footprint, but as well our ability with the other line of product to take it to the next level.
Right. Okay. Sounds exciting.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us, Eden, and we look forward to sort of keeping up with your milestones in the next year.
Great, we'll be happy to inform and to you and to the market. Thank you very much for coming.